Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Static CPP. Today we are going to discuss one more interesting fact about the functors in C++11, that is virtual functors or pure virtual functors. Don't get confused this topic with virtual or pure virtual functions. Okay, both are different. So there is a difference between the functors and functions. Okay, let's get into the topic. Let us see few points with respect to the functors. As I mentioned before, the functors can be virtual and pure virtual. We can see this with an example. The working mechanism is similar for both the virtual functions and the virtual functors. So in case of the virtual functions, we use the virtual keyword to achieve the runtime binding, right? Here also it is the same. So virtual functors are mainly used to achieve the runtime binding. So in the background, the compiler creates the virtual table or vtable to achieve the runtime binding for virtual functions as well as for the virtual functors. So absolutely there is no difference in the working mechanism of the virtual functions and the virtual functors. Basically, all the rules which are applicable for the virtual functions are applicable to the virtual functors. Okay, let me start with an example. Let me take two classes. One is the base class and another one is the derived class. And I will create a default constructor for this. And a virtual functor. And I will add one print statement here. Okay, my print statement is ready. And I will create a derived class. Here also, I will create default derived class constructor and a functor. Let me put the print statement for this as well. Okay, my base and derived classes are ready. So let's create an object of it. So in order to achieve the virtual functor concept, so let me create a base class pointer. Base class pointer is created and create a derived class object. Yes, the base class pointer is created and the derived class object is also created, and the base class pointer is binding to the derived class object. So now let us call the functor. There is a small rule in calling the functor. So what we have to do is, let me take the object and call the functor. So this is how, and this is the syntax for calling the virtual functor. We are calling the functor. Let me run this and see the output. Yes, it is building is successful, compilation is successful. Yes, here derived class functor is called, which means the derived class functor is overriding the base class functor since it is virtual, right? So if you see the output, so derived class functor is called. So this derived class functor is called, and this is how the runtime binding will work, correct? For your reference, let me create one virtual function and call it. You will see the difference. So I will just put here a comment saying that virtual functor, and I'm going to create a virtual function here for your reference. So print statement is ready, and the same thing I will copy in the derived class. Let me remove the virtual keyword. Okay, my virtual function is also ready for the demo. So let me run this. Here also the show function of the derived class is overriding the show function of the base class. That is what is expected from the virtual functions, right? So yes, we have achieved the virtual function functionality as well as the virtual functor functionality. And there is a small difference in calling a normal function and a functor. We have seen the virtual functions and virtual functors functionality. Now let us see the pure virtual functor and pure virtual functions functionality. Okay, let me make it a pure virtual functor is equal to 0. Now it has become a pure virtual functor, right? And let me make this virtual function as a pure virtual function. Yes, your pure virtual function and your pure virtual functor are ready, and let's build this. We have achieved pure virtual functors and pure virtual functions functionality in the same example. And this is how the pure virtual functors work in C++11. That's all I wanted to discuss today, and I will come up with the new topic in the next video. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe, like, share and comment. Thanks for watching the video.